Hello, 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 and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, tell a friend. All right, y'all, these are two special episodes that they've added on just to milk this season even more. This is Sister Wives Season 18, Episode 101, Talk Back Part 1, and Episode 102, Look Back Where It All Started. I think that's it. But yeah, this was interesting.
Okay, so I'm just gonna say it like this. So far, these two episodes are better than the whole season. There, I said it. Okay, we can go on now.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm officially apologizing to Suki because we could all see that Cody shows his whole entire ass when doing these one-on-one things, and he thinks that he's in charge of the edit, and I think he's being taught a lesson by production. Bruh, simmer down now, because you ain't in charge of the edit. And they are going to
Right?
expose him. Ciao. Anyway, let's start with talk back. So this is the one that was in studio, where the cast is still sitting down separately, but production is giving them clips to look at to get their individual reactions. So, how you want to do this? Anything that stood out to you in this one?
Um, besides Robin getting mad at Cody for not sticking to the script, yeah, that was pretty much my main takeaway. Like she mad at him right now. She set him up for the divorce. This is hilarious to me. I laughed. I couldn't help it.
I also, like, to me, a lot of Robin's reactions were, I don't want to see all of the bad things that I've done on film, because then that's proof that I've either lied or done something wrong, and I'm
Right.
recreating a narrative to suit your psychotic husband. Um and like, the truth hurts. And I didn't think she wanted to she didn't want to own up to that, and she didn't want to own up to Cody's fault in all of this. Um,
But she was throwing him under the bus, though. In fairness to her,
that's only for her divorce, though.
of
And that
course.
one where he said, "Do you want to be an engaged father?" I think that that was a softball, because they knew that that question was going to be there, and he didn't stick to the script because she had to repeat it. Do you want to be an engaged father? All she wanted him to say was yes, not go on his tirade, because
Right.
she is trying to do damage control for him. And she knows that these two episodes are not damage control in any way. I don't know. Robin, good luck to you. I I hope you can come away with two nickels to rub together. I really do. Janelle and Christine just went in guns a blazing. Mary too. Mary was the surprise of the episode for me. Was it in this one where she was like, oh, what was she doing? She was just like, so were you lying then, or were you lying now? Or was that the second? No, that was the second episode. That was the second episode. Hold on. Let's see one of these questions. What are y'all saying here in the chat? Let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Auntie. Hi, Black Lavender. Hi, Sunway. Hi, Veil Sal. Okay, so Vale says last two episodes keep confirming that Cody is trash. Yes, unfortunately. And Robin seems frustrated dealing with him. Most definitely. Most definitely. Someway says, I'm tired of fake and no tear crying Robin. Well, one of these days somebody will get her on the glycerin. It helps. Um
Oh, real quick. So for members,
uh-huh.
like I did add
Mhm.
the sobbing emoji. So for members, if you want to use that, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I just got it last night. I just got it last night. From the artist, and I'm
Oh,
like, this is perfect timing. Perfect
that is
timing.
so cute. That is so cute. So yeah, if anyone is a member, feel free to go and use it. Um, let's see. Yes, you made it, Auntie. Let's see. Uh-huh. Hello, Black Lavender. So somebody said, I heard a gossip that Mary has taken back her maiden name, Davenport. I don't know if it's true. I heard that tittle too. I did, and that would be awesome if she did. Oh, she just know how to cut to the quick with Cody. Oh, hmm. Hi, Tracy. I hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas or Hanukkah or Kwanzaa or what's the other one that George Costanza's father used to celebrate on Seinfeld? Um, oh crap. Festivus.
Mm.
Festivus for the rest of us. God, I'm old. But yeah, happy Festivus, y'all. Robert can't act innocent or being the victim. Yeah. And hey, Jean. Robin equals manipulative equals deflection. Yep. Yep. Let's see. Okay, Vale says Robin's damage control isn't working. Well, because Cody doesn't know. He's like that dog that you can't house train and you got to take it back to the ASPCA. I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, damage control only works if the other party's staying on script. I mean, when they go rogue, it's just nothing you can do. I mean, nothing Robin can do.
But you know what I also did realize, and I think it's more so from the second show than the first one. He, okay, so say, suppose I say, Robin, Robin really just doesn't try. He will just go, well, you know what? The other wives, they didn't try. They didn't try. Robin, to a lesser extent, but they didn't try. But that's not Robin's fault because the other wives ganged up on her. And you're like, wait, what? And then you'll see a clip of Christine apologizing to Robin, who's in full
Mm-hmm.
victim mode, and Christine's apologizing to her. And you're like, really? These people didn't try? They didn't try. And I think what's so galling is that there's so much evidence that he did love his first wives. He did love the original O3, OG3. He did. And to just sit there and deny that, it it just hits me in the wrong place. Like I couldn't imagine being these women and hearing the BS that comes out of his mouth, and Robin sitting there and condoning it. And
But
the
here's the
only
thing.
reason that she said you need to address your personal relationships with the other wives instead of just blanketing shit sister wife. First of all, he says shit sister wife singular. He was talking about Christine, but her
Right.
selective hearing heard wives, and she wanted to extricate herself out of that because she didn't want any blame laid on her. So, in one sense, she was saying you need to address your individual relationships with the sister wives, is true. But when you say don't just say sister wives, he didn't say that. He was attacking one person. Get it straight, Robin. She did the same thing with the knife in the kidneys. She heard what she wanted to hear, and that was it. I'm gonna need
Well,
her to
let's
be a better villain.
let's be honest. Robin's doing whatever she can to save herself at this point. She's like, look, I tried this. This ain't working. I tried this. He ain't playing along with me. I'm like, okay, now I got to just jump in and do what I can do. That's all it is. She hears exactly what's going on, but she's like, okay, how can I dress this up to make this better? Because he's just messing up the game right now.
Mm-hmm.
And he said white, but she can't go along with that because we all know that she can't stand Christine. Christine can't stand her.
Mm-hmm.
So she can't go along with the attack Christine commentary. She's like, let me just bring everybody else in this too, just so they know I'm not just hating on Christine.
Look, like they showed a clip, Remember when they was making Cody's mom's or grandma's caramels in Vegas, and she was teamed up with Mary, and they decided to cheat, and Robin was like, I don't really care about what the caramels taste like. We just need to beat Christine. Huh? Why? Why only focus on Christine? Janelle was making the caramels too.
Right.
She has had, okay, she has felt the most threatened by Christine because she realized that Christine was the heart of this family. She was the
Hmm.
bond that kept this family together, and she tried to usurp that bond by separating herself and creating her own shtick going on at Casa Robin. But the problem with it was that in order for you to create a new family traditions or whatever, or was it Cody said, oh, she enhanced them. She didn't get, they don't know you. They don't know you at all. You didn't cancel those family traditions. It was the kids. That's right, Cody. Go ahead and blame your kids. Like that's gonna roll over well. Then
Exactly.
he said, they don't know you. Um, okay, she created all of her own new traditions. She got everything centered over at her house, her immaculate house. She pushed Mary, Janelle, and Christine out, alienated all of their kids. You can't have a family tradition without the majority of the family there. Two-thirds of the family you excommunicated.
And it was hilarious when Christine said, like, wow, Janelle's house is really small. I didn't realize it was that small. Yada yada yada. And she's like, Robin's house is huge. What?
But no, but
Hollering.
did you hear the dig? She said, well, it's not a house, it's a trailer.
Right?
And Christine went up in that trailer. Christine, I remember seeing you inside that trailer saying how nice it was. So you know how small it was, but good slam on Robin to show the difference in housing. And that shows that the wives were never equal. Never.
Never.
Hmm. It might have been a dig at Janelle and her trailer, but it was for a good reason. And I feel Janelle approved it. There was never any comparison. The scales were tipped towards Robin from the time she entered the family. And do I think it was love at first? No. I think it was lust. Pure and simple lust. And then what it has evolved and matured into is a very toxic, unhealthy, codependent relationship. It's very manipulative, and toxic. But good if y'all like it. Oh well, that's on y'all. I don't
Stop
care.
it.
I don't care. Go die in your toxic swill. I don't care.
They are
Oh my god.
ridiculous, though. When you think about it, they are absolutely
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous because of the way they act. Like, at
But
least, here's the thing. Here's the problem. At least Robin, see, Robin has all the awareness in the couple, all of it. She knows exactly what's going on at all times. But she's paired with someone with absolutely no awareness. You would think it would balance out, but it doesn't. It just makes things worse
mm-hmm.
because he's always throwing off the plan. He's always throwing off the script. Always. You just look at her face like he just can't get it right.
But do you notice how excited he is to be with Robin in the second episode? Like, I don't know if they think that they're auditioning for the Cody and Robin life. Because if they are, production, please let that be a lie. And nobody want to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Period. But I digress. Ryan says, I've been watching the old seasons for the last 2 weeks. I'm on season 11 now. Jesus, girl. I give you props for that. Christine has always apologized to Sabin and has tried to include her in things. Yep. I could not remember. She was the first one to congratulate Robin when she announced that she was pregnant with Solomon. Everybody else was there stupsing and like,
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck we bringing in another kid for? We could barely feed ourselves. And again, again, the one person that you should have like really sided up to, you didn't. Wow. Okay, but that counts for jealousy on Robin's part. Robin didn't have to perfect. She was a jeans, but up. Diesel jeans. Oh my god, I can't. Let's see. Hello, Steven. Oh, you're catching up at double speed? Well, don't go past us, okay? Welcome, welcome. Um, Vale says it's sad to see Christine thinking she was at fault and apologizing. Well, how else? You saw how Robin sat there and started crying and saying, "I thought you didn't like me. I thought it was my fault." Da, da, da. So automatically, as a human, as an empathetic human, you're gonna want to apologize and soothe any ruffled feathers and try to move forward peacefully. You're gonna want to do that. And she, Christine, who's like the mother of all of these people, that's the first thing she's gonna want to do: soothe, heal, move forward. And Robin took advantage of that. Let's see. Christine didn't know better. No, no, she didn't. Jean says Christine had never looked better. She, like all of these women, not including Robin. Robin is different, but the OG3 looks so much better now. They really do. Um, but that's just my opinion. Robin is still a good-looking woman, but I think when you leave Cody, you'll get a glow up too. How about that?
Right.
Uh, Someway says Robin lied about taking the personality test too. She was obviously ill on the day they were to find out the results. She wasn't ill. She was just playing hooky. They should have docked her pay. This her job, ain't it? Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. What else are y'all chatting about in here? Y'all just saying hi. Hey. Great holiday. Lord have mercy. Tracy, what you laughing at?
What else happened? I'm trying to think what else happened in that first episode. Uh,
Robin was jealous of Christine. Yeah, it's obvious. Robin is so twisted and sick. Yeah. Um, Sliding past. Wait, back it up, girl. Back it up. Beep, 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 beep. Oh my God. I
good
hope
on
all of
Janelle
y'all are
though.
doing well, though.
But good on Janelle for not backing down though. Like she had a counterpoint to everything Cody said about the
Oh, yeah.
thing about the holidays. He tried to make a big deal about them doing separate. She's like, look, the boys apparently aren't welcome because they're not going to apologize to Robin. So this is what we got. And he was mad about that.
But
I
Janelle
never said
started
that.
off guns a blazing, though. But she started off guns a blazing because they showed that clip of him saying where was her empathy for me, and I was going through this crisis of Christine leaving, and she was like, well, where the hell was it for me? The same could be said for me. Like, she just don't give two f's. Whatever you say, that apply to me too. What about me? What about me? um So they did reconfirm that when Robin joined, a lot of the old traditions went away. Um, they asked Christine, why does she think Cody is so angry? He still got three other wives. And Christine, in all of her snarkiness, says, I don't know. You would think that he loved me.
Right? I didn't know he loved me that much. I was like, I was cracking up.
Oh, okay. When they asked Cody, does he still believes polygamy is for him? Um, he said the first 20 years of their marriage was pretty dysfunctional. And Christine clapped back hard and said, that's bullshit. We tried.
And
Excuse
they
me.
did.
They was broke. They was broke, living in a 3-room trailer, listening to each other, smacking uglies. Like, the reason why it was a nightmare, according to you, Cody, was that you weren't ready for polygamy. You weren't ready for to manage plural relationships. I don't think you had the emotional or mental capacity in which to manage and juggle multiple relationships at the same time. I don't think you did. I don't even think you can manage one relationship at a time. And then you
Mm-mm.
started piling in kids on top of it, and God knows you wasn't financially ready for that, because this is where I like um Islam, because if you are taking on additional wives, there's a cap. I think you can max out at 4, and you have to prove to the cleric that you can
Yes,
keep all of your wives equally supported financially and emotionally, and take care of them, the same. You have to prove that you can take on that added burden before you take it on. And I
exactly.
feel like these bobos up in they church or whatever just be like, okay, go ahead, them women don't matter. It's amazing. But anyway, I digress. Oh my
I mean,
God.
he just was nowhere near emotionally ready to handle all that. That's just the truth of the matter. Let's call a thing a thing. He was all over the place. And Christine said it in like one, was it for a second episode? No, I think it might have been the second episode where they were on the couch and
Mm-hmm.
she said, "You need to step it up, get your game right." I
Mm-hmm.
think that was the second episode though. And you know what, Christine, it's funny to see that Robin thinks Christine is just this bad person, is mean to her, but Christine was the one who said Robin is perfect for our family. That took me out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oof. So it goes to what everyone is saying. Robin was jealous of Christine, wanted her spot, so she was going to do anything necessary to make
Mm-hmm.
Christine look bad. But production said, no, ma'am. Bean footage
Mm-mm-mm.
already.
Oh my God. Let's see. What's going on here? Chloe want to hold up with Robin. That's why the traditions changed. It just shows the type of person that Cody is, who's always passing blame to his wife and his children. How
Mm-hmm.
weak of character are you? He ain't never once take accountability for anything. And the one time that I thought he did a complete flip a bitch and went and blamed it on somebody else. He started off taking accountability for himself and his actions, and then he turned around and blamed somebody else. So that nullified it for me. I can't get over how strong these genes are, how the boys look just like Cody when he was young. No denying those are his kids. Ooh. Yeah. Let's see. Most of the boys look just like Cody. Yeah, unfortunately. Um, I did not know there was a cap. There should be a rule about being able to support those wives properly. With Islam, like I think the max you can have is 4. I
That's
think
why.
the
That's why I.
max, yeah. The max you can have is 4. I knew an ex-boyfriend of mine, his uncle had 3 spread out between, they had houses in both Canada and Barbados. Each wife had a house. They had all property in their names. They had finances set up for themselves, trust funds for children. Um, but yeah, I knew someone like that. I was like, oh, how you get in on that? But yeah, that was. But yeah, so I've seen that for myself, and kudos to them. Kudos to them.
But that takes somebody with an emotional maturity and
Mm-hmm.
lots of finances to do that. Cody has neither.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, because each of these women have done bankruptcy at least once, living in a trailer. at the beginning of their marriages. I don't know why anyone would sign up for that. Who is
Mm-hmm.
your God that's telling you, that's giving you that calling to say, that's a good life. Let me sign up to marry that man, be his second or third wife, live in a trailer so I can hear my other wives, fucking. And it's a competition to fight over who's gonna have the first baby. Really? Really? And I think Mary was the one who brought up a really good point. The original children, they didn't start having kids until all three wives, the first three wives were already
Right.
married, and they had kids then. So that's what made them really unique, because traditionally, a man will marry a first wife, have a gaggle of kids, then marry the second wife and have a gaggle of kids, and then marry the third wife and have a gaggle of kids. So you got three different sets of families and kids
Right.
going on. But they really did try to incorporate all of the children together so that they would consider themselves all full-blooded brothers and sisters. But then what happened? Robin came. And Robin ain't want no part of that. Although she sit down there and run good lip service saying, this is what I wanted to provide a safe place for my kids. But yet you never let your kids fully integrate into that first family. It's Robin's fault. Period.
I love it. It's just
Robin's
Robin's
fault.
fault.
It's Robin's fault. I don't care. Argument done. It's all her fault. Bring Suki back so I can apologize to her, because I was ragging on Suki, wasn't I? Like, for the first couple times that she was the host of the tell-alls. It's not her fault though, because they got to deal with this ass, Cody Brown.
Right.
Let's see. We see a clip of Robin asking Mary when she first came to family, was there stuff that she didn't know about? And then Cody gonna turn to Robin and say, were there things you didn't know about? And she's not answering. Shut up. You knew everything, because Christine already let that cat out of the bag. They knew you before they got the production deal, and they were
Mm-hmm.
cluing you in on it, and you were ready to sign on the dotted line so that you can get rid of your debt and have someone to feed you and your kids. Stop it. Oh my God. Let's see. What else happened in that first episode? Any highlights, y'all? Anything y'all want to address on those? Okay. Ryan says, why Cody wasn't on those birth certificates so the wives could get on WIC. Okay. But Janelle said that he's the baby daddy on all my kids. Then again, she was the only one who was supporting the family, so I don't know. You see these wives in some families living in poverty with all these children that don't even know their father.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I didn't think there was a plural marriage without jealousy in it. So I am Team Christine there. It's a human reaction. Like, I don't know. Good on them that they can manage that. I know I couldn't. But then again, Cody not my type. So I wouldn't give a dog do what he did. Hmm. I did not catch that part. Okay, got it. Aha, yeah. No, with their UBS, what is, I don't know what their religion is. Their branch of the Mormonism. There's no cap, but in Islam there is. Maybe they should put a cap on this. I don't know.
I
Now
think
you
I
have
think
to put
honestly
down
with
the
them, this
father.
is for the finances. If we're being honest,
Mm.
because he even if this were Islam, he would be at the cap of 4. But in their case,
Mm-hmm.
it was the finances. That's just my take on it,
Mm-hmm.
because he wasn't financially um how can I put it, stable enough to handle 4 wives. Well, 3 wives
He
at the
didn't have a
time.
pot to piss in. How are you getting
Them
married
too.
multiple times and taking him to a trailer? And weren't they living in Montana or Wyoming or something like that? Like what that guy on TikTok said, he gave a lesson on where the South is. And he basically said everything Washington, Oregon, and straight over to the Dakotas is Canada, bitch. We don't know you. Y'all Canada, bitch. Have you seen that? It's so hilarious.
No, oh my gosh.
I needed some ignorance to look at because this holiday break was not good for me. So I went to Instagram and he was the highlight. I rewatched that about 6 or 7 times. I believe it came over on the Jasmine brand.
Hmm.
Um, and he was just explaining for all of us as someone from Mississippi where the South is. And apparently, um, he removed Florida and said, y'all ain't in the South. Y'all down by the equator, bitch."
Oh my gosh. He needs to remove Florida. Just y'all gone.
And then California, Arizona, um, California, Arizona, and something else. They all lump into California. And then from North Carolina up to Maine, that's all New York, bitch. All of y'all got different seasons, so all y'all live in New York. And then the middle part is the middle of the country, and he left it at that. And what counted as the South was the eastern portion of Texas, Louisiana, the boot, um, um, Alabama, Mississippi, because they twins, but they don't like each other, and that's why they backing each other. Um, Georgia, and something else. It was just so funny. He scribbled it up and cursed us out at the same time. Let's see. Ryan says at least Nick Cannon is rich, so these kids are financially taken care of, so that they can afford the therapy for their dad's emotional inavailability. Ryan, Ryan, he needs to stop that though. I think he can tap out now. He doesn't need to bring in any more kids. He's good. It was always my thought that this experiment in polygamy was going to show exactly why monogamy works. And even if we can't even master monogamy, where are we going with polygamy? Let's just call a thing a thing.
Right. I
You
mean, if you can't
know?
handle one, how you handling four?
Thank you. Thank you. Hi Lisa. Okay, so Lisa says that she's pretty new here. Welcome, my love. Welcome. And I'm enjoying your channel. Cody had no business taking on more wives as he was not financially stable at all. Exactly. He was broke. He was broke. No, I'm not giving him broke because I'm broke and I think broke is cute. And he's in no way cute. He's just broke. I don't
But the whole
understand
thing
why
is
these
like
women thought that it was appealing to go with him and live in a trailer. Mm-mm,
with no verifiable
mm-mm.
income.
And wasn't he selling billboards back then? Come on now. I mean, I would have rather married Janelle than him. Oh no. I love when you make smart comments. Yes, I love when Ryan is the college professor of our little tribe here. She really is. Um, and Tracy is my comedian. So true, Debbie. The kids were equal and so much a family, but then Robin came. Yup. Mm-hmm.
And here's the thing with
Mm-hmm.
Robin. All she had to
Mm-hmm.
do is acknowledge that things did change in a big way because she said they showed the clip. I want to say it's in the second episode where she said Cody's my soulmate. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
ma'am, you knew what you had. You knew what the dynamic was. So if she would just acknowledge that and be an adult,
Mm-hmm.
then public opinion wouldn't be so harsh on her. But the fact that she's tries to continue to play stupid is why people are mad. If we're being honest.
Mm-hmm. Ryan says, why couldn't Robin live in the Lehigh house? Mary had one child. There should have been space for her, and no one was really chasing them out of Utah. Let's be real. Okay, this is multifaceted here. Robin didn't want to be up in that Lehigh house because one, she hated the dog, and two, she kicked it, and three, she was like, I'm not living up in that. Mind you, this is a woman that came from a trailer in a ditch, um, and in poverty, in debt, with three hungry baby kids running behind her, and she didn't want to be up in that house and be just one of many. She wanted, and remember, she said in one of these episodes, her mother was giving her the lowdown from the get-go on
Mm-hmm.
how to be a sister wife. And so she demanded that she be accommodated separately. And of course, her pussy is pink and pretty and brand new with rainbow unicorns with all the sprinkles and sparkles popping out of it, just like she a hoe up in Thailand at one of the girly boy shows. And you know, he just fell for it and had these women pay for her separatism for the entire run of this show. Sorry, y'all. I'm just very frustrated today. I'm very frustrated today. And Robin, it's all her fault. It's all her fault. Period. Let's see. Oh, that's how we treat each other here in the tribe, Lisa. Make sure that you come back and feel the love and chime in whenever you want. Okay. It came down to what the women insisted on because Cody is weak.
So
Mm-hmm.
here's the thing with these ladies, and this is where I fault them on this one because they kept talking about Cody's potential, Cody's potential, Cody's potential. Okay, potential is fine, but potential is nothing without the hard work and dedication behind it. Basically, someone can have all potential in the world, but if they don't work, then they'll be a bum. And this is what happened to Cody. This is exactly what happened. And then I think the ladies got frustrated to where they had to take everything into their own hands.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what happened. And
Mm-hmm.
ladies, in my experience, I don't care what you say.
Mm-hmm.
No woman is going to respect a man who doesn't work and work hard. That's just the truth.
I know I don't.
Because when
I just
Christine
don't.
said she didn't know what Cody did for work, I'm like, you know what? That's not a good sign.
Nope.
Christine, I blame you on that one.
Christine was busy raising like a gaggle of children.
True.
She
True.
and working at night. So she had no time to double check on what he was doing. And furthermore, she was married to Janelle because Janelle was taking care of her. They had a reciprocal agreement. You take
Hmm.
care of my kids, and I'll take care of your pantry when the month comes.
Right.
Let's just call a thing a thing. Hey, welcome, Flower Power. Flower Power says, good afternoon, Debbie and Jamal, and all in chat. Does anyone know if there's going to be a next season? And if so, will it please be minus Crody and Crybaby? Thank you, Flower Power. I think when Janelle and Christine were doing their media rounds
Right.
earlier this month, they confirmed that they have been filming for the next season, and unfortunately, it will have the two idiots involved. But yeah, but I really feel like Cody is auditioning for a separate show for him and Robin, and I don't want to see that. Florida can
Exactly.
sink into the Atlantic. Sorry. Any Florida. Hey, let me move out first, Ryan. Let me move out first because I do feel it's gonna snap off one day and float away. Florida's like that. People would ask me where I'm from. I would say South. Where are you from? Oh. Let's see. Janelle mentioned, yeah, they did. Um, oh, I love it. Okay. What else are y'all saying in here? Christine says that she didn't want to marry Cody when he wanted to take on another wife. Then she backed off and he broke off the engagement with a potential fiance. Those were two separate ones. The one that
Right.
she didn't like, I feel there was like a personality conflict. And then the second one that broke off the engagement, I feel that was the underage girl. Remember, one of them was 17?
Oof. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, the way how I interpreted what she was saying, it was two separate women, um, that they were looking at. Um, then Christine agreed to marry Cody because she got the number 3 slot. Because remember,
Right.
she been hanging around him since he was 17. Since she was 17. So she herself was underage, going off to Wyoming to be with his family. Member.
Mm.
Okay. Let's see.
So I still with them, and this is kind of frustrating me so far. I'm going to need them to address the reason why they left Las Vegas. I'm going to need someone to come out and tell the truth about that. Because I'm sorry y'all was in the cul-de-sac. It was looking real cute for y'all. Everybody had their own house. Cody just had to run across the street, and maybe a little kitty corner to the left to get to Robin's house, but whatever. You had a perfect setup. But you had to jump and run to leave Las
Mm.
Vegas for no apparent reason. I'm going to need the ladies. Well, when I say the ladies, I need the OGs to really tell the truth about that movie.
Well, I don't think any of the OGs are gonna say exactly why, even though they know the truth. But the kids have already outed it. They blaming Robin and the oldest boy. So, I'm sorry you're having a hard time seeing the chat, Lisa. Oh, but anytime you want to jump in with a question or anything like that, don't hesitate. Okay. I think we can all agree he was never a prize for any woman. So true. Oh, I love you too, Auntie. Since the beginning, Robin was doing things separately, like the wedding dress. So being with everyone would expose all of her
Oh,
sneaky ways. Yup.
the wedding dress thing was kind of oof. I mean,
And then
Robin
she
been
gonna
playing
sit
games from the
there
beginning, though. That was the cold
from the
part. She been
beginning.
doing it from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I agree with you. And she had the nerve to sit there in current day and say, "I did nothing wrong." Yes, you did. It's all your fault.
Right.
Oh my
And then I
god.
think you went with Cody to get the wedding dress, and thought he wasn't supposed to say. You thought he wasn't going to
Mhm.
say anything. I understand where she got that from. As much talking as apparently like he was doing to her, because he was probably running down his wives before they got married. Just saying.
So ridiculous. Okay, I almost spilled coffee all over my computer due to the description of Robin's crotch. Oh, but it only appears for Cody. I'm sure it wouldn't look the same if the rest of us took a peek at it. Anytime you can, Monkey. Aw, it wasn't that brand new, Debbie. She had 3 kids come out of it. I'm just saying. I guess it was newer and had less mileage on it to Cody. Exactly, because you looking at some. Well, with the exception of Mary, but them other two OGs, like they had 6 kids run through it a piece. So it was probably flapping in the wind or something. So he goes over to her in her diesel jeans and her, I'm sorry y'all, I'm opening up a cookie, and her Victoria's Secret thongs, and she snapped that thong and it catches him, and he's like, oops, okay.
I mean, that was 30K well invested, I guess.
Not for Janelle, because Janelle's the one who paid that shit off. Mm-mm-mm. um I think it's going to be bad. Cody will be able to live monogamy with his soulmate. Robin is mad that she's stuck with him all the time and divorces him. and Robin gets half of what Cody has left, which is nothing because they Janelle, Mary, and Christine should liquidate his ass and leave her homeless. Christine was raising a baseball team. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Let's see. I wonder how the wives handled the infections when Cody was traveling from Vijay to another Vijay. Child Bell, did you see how many bumps that these people had on their lips? Did you from the old episodes, the flashbacks? Robin, Christine, Cody, all of them got bumps. Poor Mary. I didn't think I saw a bump on her, but gross, gross. Tracy, me too. This channel will have you LOL for. Oh, y'all are so sweet. Thank you. Um, I know some women don't care if their man works or don't. They got a man. That
Really?
ain't a man
Okay.
for
Huh?
me.
Wait. Go back. I missed that. What?
Okay, so
Where?
Auntie says, I know some women don't care if their man works or not. They got a man. I know some women like that.
Really?
Uh-huh. I got a man. That's all that
I
matters.
mean, where I come from, where I come
Mm-hmm.
from, where the way I was raised, women will deal with a whole lot. They will deal with crazy. They will deal with like multiple baby mamas. They will deal with
Mm-hmm.
no car. They will deal with, you know, jail time. Substance abuse. They will do a whole bunch of things. But out here, the one thing they won't deal with is getting with the man with no job.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, put up with a whole bunch. The no job thing is like a deal breaker.
Okay, so Ryan says, I thought they would save the wedding for a regular season, but they gave it a special instead. Because don't forget, Christine separated herself
Right.
financially from their original contract. And then, if she was smart, and I know she was, because when I saw that she got the cooking show, she renegotiated and got this deal for her wedding special. So she's making the bulk of the money off of this. And excommunicated Robin and Cody because they probably only gonna get day rate.
Exactly.
Let's just call a thing a thing. And if they really wanted to be stink, I would pay Mary more for doing the special, the wedding special. Cut Cody and Robin's rate, just and then let Cody and Robin know what Mary making, and she's hardly even on it. That's what I would do, just out of spite. But that wedding special is a payday for Christine and Janelle.
Right.
Period. Okay. I have no clue that Joseph Smith sure
Oh,
was.
and McKelty.
Oh. Oh, you want to cut McKelty down to day rate?
No, I'm saying McKelty's getting the check too. It's gonna be is Janelle and Christine gonna get the big
Um.
payday, of course, because they're the stars. But then
Mm-hmm.
McKelty is gonna be on there too. She's not gonna get day rate, but she's not gonna be making what they're making, of course. Because Tony's a gamer until he takes off.
Mm-hmm.
She gonna make sure her baby's taken care of. That's for sure. Her
I'm not
so true.
supporting his unemployed ass.
But if Tony's unemployed, then McKelty, yeah, she's looking after her baby and her grandbaby, babies, I should
Christine,
say.
Christine gonna take care of her daughter and her grandchildren.
Right.
That don't include Tony. Get a job.
And Auntie says,
Go
Jamal, a lot
ahead.
of women, is that way. It's shocking to me
Mm-hmm.
because like I said, I was raised in a way like as a man, you work. Even the hustle is work. As long as you out there bringing some sort of income in, that's what you need to be doing. Because women become resentful when they pull in the whole load. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, and no one in the relationship, no one should be pulling the whole load anyway. Now, I'm gonna say this: the exception for me is when you're both working, you both have
Mm-hmm.
really good jobs,
Uh-huh.
and you want to have a family. I agree with one of the parents staying home with the kids because why would you be out there working just to give half your paycheck to daycare? I'm
Mm-hmm.
sorry, that's not financially responsible. So
Mm-hmm.
I get to stay at home and raising kids is a full time job and a half. It's a
Mm-hmm.
lifetime sentence. I mean commitment.
Sentence. Hmm. Natalie says these past couple of episodes is the most work Robin has done in years on the show.
Yes,
You're here.
yes, no, they
Hmm.
put Marvin to work.
She didn't like us up in her house neither,
Mm-mm.
but oh well. Um, I agree. Robin and Cody did not get their story straight
Mm-hmm.
regarding the dress. It was just a mess. Waste of their time. Janelle should have gone to work that day. What's this? I feel like they ditched Dayton because the eye thing was Cody's fault. So rather than have Cody feel bad every time he sees Dayton, they got rid of Dayton. Now I've been hearing about this accident with the ATV with Dayton and that scar that he has on one of his eyes and that it was Cody's fault. I don't have no proof of that, but I've been hearing tittle tattle about that. But what I did hear as well, he graduated 3 degrees and has chosen not to work. He's just gonna live in the RV outside his mama house. What kind of children is she raising? What kind of children is she raising? Okay. Robin had bumped around their mouths. Oh. She will incur half of his debt, which means she will be broker than she was when she married him. Oh my god, not the lowered expectations. Auntie said one of her friends is like that. She got a man. Yep, I know people like that too.
Mm-hmm.
They claim Dayton's accident happened in Montana. Then they stopped showing him on screen and only in the background till it was time to get his eye surgery. Wow. Well, I don't know. McKelty hubby going to care for the kids. Not on my watch. Um, in my rewatch, McKelty just brought Tony home. It's something about him I'm not liking. He seems Cody like in some ways. Yes, when he said mortgage the houses in order to have the tacos at his wedding, I was like, this boy is dumber than dumb. I've never liked Tony. Never. Never. Mm-mm-mm. But okay. If she like him, I don't care. Um, Jamal, they got a man. Anything to keep a man. They are desperate.
Mm-mm.
How do you choose not to work? Where do they do that? I don't know.
I mean, you got well when your mother lets you do that, then you do what you get away with. I'll put it that way.
Steven says, McKelty picked a weak man like her father, in my opinion. Low testosterone, maybe. Mm. McKelty is like Robin. Always like playing a victim and somebody did something to her. Get over that shit. Get over that shit. Robin's kids are so lost from reality. Well, Lisa says, I had to jump back in to say that I cannot stand Tony either. And I'm honestly not super fond of McKelty either. Yeah, they're not very likable because I hate to say it, but them constantly playing like what did she say a few episodes ago? McKelty said that she wanted to be the bridge between the two divides, but yet she can't deal with Mary. You can't be a bridge if you torching somebody else's bridge. I'm sorry. And you
Mm-hmm.
ain't old enough to be saying, I can't deal with one of these women that you thought was your mom. Stop. Stop. I just think it's think that she's stupid. Seems kind of not as dumb. Tony. Okay. In my opinion, McKelty is one of them women. I got a man. Okay, if you say so. LOL. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hey, Kelly. I like McKelty. I think her heart is in the right place, but the adults are the ones who are immature. You know, at first I was thinking like that when I saw that she was really trying to keep a relationship with her father, even though I don't think he deserved it. But what ruined it for me was when she wouldn't let Mary come to second Christmas because she had an issue with Mary. If Robin is hosting second Christmas at her home for Janelle, for Christine's kids to come over and have second Christmas, Robin is the host, and none of my guests can control who's on my guest list. Period. Because we already upset the tradition of Christmas Eve and all of that, and now we excommunicating wives. Like, unfortunately, her issue with Mary is just working to Robin's advantage to continue to divide this family. If Robin really wanted this family together, she would have put her foot down a long time ago and brought everybody together at the McMansion and have everybody work out their issues amongst each other. But no, she has continued to divide everybody. Everybody. She uses everybody's weaknesses and arguments against them. Tony gives me the con vibes. Kind of, sort of. Mary abused her as a child. So, okay, then work it out. I find you can confront your abuser. You can. I don't know if she's ready to do that, but don't say that you're going to be a bridge to help other people if you haven't sorted out your own inner turmoil, because that's a rocky bridge for me. Sorry. What did Mary say or do to one of the kids that everyone avoids talking about? Did she take a stand on tattoos or something? We're not exactly sure. McKelty's not... With McKelty, she hasn't voiced what her issue is with Mary. Peyton has voiced his opinion of Mary and what she did, but I'm not sure if that's towards Peyton or is he talking about somebody else. And then Maddie had her like social media back and forth with Mary until they took it off of Twitter. McKelty is repeating the cycle of her parents' marriage. Oops. Can we get to Mary and the non-accountability of the catfishing? Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Thank you, Ryan. Okay. What did you think about her? Like, she's changed up the story. Like, girl, you was going to leave.
Period. Period. There was no doubt with that, though. And that was my whole thing with Mary. Like, what is wrong with just saying, like, I was unhappy. He melted down my ring. That's all I needed to know. And yes, I was going to leave. Mm-hmm. Period. I mean, this is one of those you can't lie your way out of because it's all on tape.
Okay, Kelly, I agree with you. I would not want my abuser around me or my children either. Okay. However, if you know she's coming, then you don't go. Mm-hmm. Because what I said was, like, Robin did the same thing when Mary was going to have Christmas Eve at her house. And she was going to invite everybody. And Robin interfered with that invitation list and then shifted the whole event to her house so that she could have control of the invitation list. So that's what I'm saying there. And I don't go to parties or engagements or events or weddings or funerals or anything where there are people there that I feel uncomfortable or threatened by. I remove myself from that situation.
But then again, I'm gonna say this, playing devil's advocate.
Mm-hmm.
You get Mary, not Mary. Cody and Robin have noticed issues with Mary and McKelty. You don't invite them both to the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's my thing. As the
Mm-hmm.
adult in the picture, as the parents, you know what's going on. You can't tell me you don't. So you don't put your child in that position.
But how it came over to us was that McKelty controlled whether Mary came or
Yeah,
not.
but what was presented correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're just going based off what was presented. Um, Again, McKelty isn't the best one to be trying to bring bridges together because what has she done? What has she done? It hasn't worked, and then her own daddy turned around and slammed her. The last part, the part 4 of the 101s, didn't he slam her?
Mm, well,
So I don't know. It's a slippery slope that she's walking on. I personally would not want to be any intermediary in any of the fights in the Brown family. These wounds are too deep and too long. It needs somebody really skilled. Look, how many therapists have they had? And they are where they're at right now. McKelty, you're involved in the situation. So I
mhm.
don't think that you could be impartial. So I just think she needs to remove herself from any bridge building and just be a kid and then raise your kid. Just be a kid. Keep earning your money on Patreon. The only thing I agree with Cody on is that Mary had an emotional affair and needs to own up to it. Yes, yes, I agree with that because what he said is true. She's twisted it once she found out that she was scammed or catfished or whatever. But in truth and fact, remember what he said back in the day? He was richer and handsomer than me, and you were gonna leave. You were
Mhm.
gonna leave. And I agree with him on that.
Mhm.
Because when she went to Vancouver on the family trip, she said, "But am I gonna be here when we get back?" or some shit like that. She was dropping breadcrumbs that she was gonna leave.
Right.
But that's your friend, Mary. Robin Robin had something to do with that. Again, it's Robin's fault. It's Robin's fault.
I mean, the
Yeah,
captain was Robin's friend, if I'm understanding this correctly, right?
that's what they said.
So here's the whole thing. If
Hmm.
this is your friend, how are you not involved? Just saying.
Thank you. And apparently, didn't Mary say that Robin friend was vouching for this person and then playing recordings or something? Like how her friend got recordings if she wasn't involved in it?
Exactly.
Mm. Robin and Cody tell McKelty which episode she is allowed to watch or not. They do? Oh Lord. Well, good on her for that. Alrighty. So, was there anything in the second episode that was interesting to look back? This is the one where they were in their houses, um, watching stuff on iPads. Um,
I'm trying to think.
and this is where they
Oh,
went further back, like all the way to the
right.
beginning and stuff like that.
I mean, it just goes to show how Christine clocked Robin all the way back then,
Mm-hmm.
and she knew from then and there that Robin and Cody had a special bond, and she wasn't happy about it. But I think with her, she
Mm-hmm.
expected Cody to adjust and keep the family on track, and he didn't do that for them.
Mm, I do remember like all of the wives, all 4 of them said that they felt that Cody loved them when they got married. Robin is like she says she sees plural marriage where men gravitate towards one certain wife, and she always thought it was destructive. If she were to see him show favoritism, she wouldn't have backed away. She would have backed away from it really fast. Well, there wasn't any favoritism until you came into the family.
Right. That was my thing.
But she, this is the reason why I can't stand Robin, because she curates her responses to remove herself from any fault. So you went into a situation where there was no favoritism, but then you created the favoritism and took advantage of it. Like, respond to that part. We'll wait. um let's see. And she, when she said she's seen plural marriages where men gravitate towards a certain wife. So the only plural marriage that you were exposed to was your mom's plural marriage, and so they gravitated to the family that was in Las Vegas and left your mom up in Utah by herself. So that is what you're
Mhm.
going based on. Okay. Okay. um this is the episode that basically focused on the beginning of the series, the wedding and all of that. All of the women seemed like they liked her. I
Right.
don't think any of these people are that good of actors or actresses to have uh, put up such a show as openly accepting her and then not really doing it.
Right.
I don't think that they were that good.
No, because Christine genuinely liked her. Christine, like I said, Christine said herself, she thought Robin was perfect for their family. But then she started noticing little things of favoritism. But again, like I said, she expected Cody to rise to the occasion and be mature enough to handle the dynamics, and he wasn't.
Mm. We also see the run, the escape from Utah to Las Vegas. We also see that. Um, back when I first watched it, I was really invested in. So I was like, "Oh my god, they're coming to get him!" Da da da. And now I watched it this time. I was like, "That ain't that big of a deal. Like, what's going on here? Y'all inserted a siren somewhere in the editing."
Stop.
Because the siren went off, but nobody had any reaction. They was just packing
Right.
the back of the truck, and then you hear the voiceover from Cody saying, "And we heard a siren in the difference, and it all went crazy, so we had to go in and pray." I was like, "Wait, what?" Um, but is it me? Like, did anybody else notice that?
Okay, this is what I noticed. This is tell me if I'm wrong, because I was confused too. They hear sirens, right?
They didn't.
You
Nobody
think
reacted.
you think they're coming to get you, and your first reaction is not to all right, everyone jump in the cars, let's go. It's to let's all huddle in one room and pray.
But they continued packing. They was
Right,
loading the back of that truck when
right,
when the
praying
siren
and
went
packing.
off, and nobody said, because I knew I grew up in Brooklyn in the late 70s, and you heard a siren, you'd be like, where that coming from? Like, you always look and then duck and cover. Like,
Right.
I know that's what my response would have been, but maybe it's where they grew up. He was lying. Yes. Okay. Yes. All right. So it was the second episode where Mary said, "Was he lying then or is he lying now?" And that
Mm-hmm.
was when he was describing I fell in love and married Mary. I fell in love and married Janelle. I fell in love and married Christine. So you did fall in love.
Mm-hmm.
So now you're saying that you never loved any of these women and you didn't vet them properly, and you were forced into one of the marriages. Then he is retracting his statements and saying that he he should have vetted Christine more. They should have had a longer courtship because he wasn't ready to marry her or something like that. I do know in one of these episodes he kind of twisted what he's saying
It
about
was it was it
Christine.
was it was the second one.
It was the second one.
It was the
Okay.
second one. He saw the courtship should have been much longer. He wasn't ready. He didn't love her. Yeah, it was the second. It was the second one.
Okay, so I this is my problem with Cody. We could show all of the beautiful bean footage, and he's just not going to absorb it because what's
Mm-mm.
going on up in here is what's taking precedence. And there's no defeating that. He has his own recollections, his own story, his own storyline, his own narrative, and no amount of video evidence that we show him is going to break that, because there's
I
always going to be
agree.
a but. Yeah. Well, I might have said that then, but there's always a but, and he is a but at this point. The announcement of Robin's pregnancies, the first one for Solomon, them kids was not having it. The older kids was like, why? That's going to be another kid for me to take care of.
Right.
So by the time the second pregnancy roll around with a little girl, they decided to let Mary, the barren bitch, the one with the fertility problems, do the announcement up in her house when these kids were finally settled in the cul-de-sac, and telling them, I honestly feel like they coached them so that they would have a better
Right.
reaction to prop up Robin's, tender feelings. That's what I think. And that's what I think played out in the second one. It by that point they were truly produced
Agreed.
to and they knew how to work production themselves by that point, you know? Women like Robin till they seemed the devil. Oh, Lordy. No one was chasing them out of Utah. No, no, they weren't. Him and Robin forget they've been filming for over 10 years. Yep.
Hmm.
But again, it doesn't matter with Cody. It just doesn't. Um, I did like the flashback clips where he was with each of the wives. Like he was in Mexico with Mary, he was mountain hiking with Janelle, he was in the paintball and helicopter date with Christine. We didn't see a date with Robin, did we? I don't think
I
so.
don't think so.
But you know, there was something there. And I just feel bad that he rips that all apart. I just do. It just seems like sour grapes to me. Um, let's see what else. Um, Mary can't navigate the iPad. Oh, when he did the okey doke with Mary and the in vitro, the IVF.
Mm.
When they was in Mexico, he was like, "Let's do it. Let's do the IVF." 1 year later, he's like, "We can have a kid, but only if it's the natural way." So you ain't never having no kid.
Right.
How you gonna tell this to a woman who has fertility problems? And why didn't she come out and say, well, I was gonna say, let's go ahead with in vitro? Why didn't she stand up for herself?
Exactly.
Mary, oh my God.
That was so bad.
But how do you flip like that in a year? How? Oh my God. Rightfully so. Of course, the older kids weren't happy about another mouth to feed. They just moved and were scattered all around the neighborhood. Yeah. Yeah. Um, let's see. McKelty repeating the cycle. Lena, hi everyone. I'm sorry. Oh, you're never late. Hey, Lena. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. I do think with Sabin's second pregnancy, the older kids didn't care because they had all moved out and didn't have to be responsible for that kid. Probably.
Fair.
He he knew him and Mary wasn't banging. He had already melted the ring at this point. She knew she wasn't going to have no baby. Yup, because wasn't he already sleeping with his back turned to her? Not even like touching her or anything? Like, the things that Cody does to these women is lower than low. And it is purposely wounding these women. That's all I gotta say. Controlling behavior. Wow. And McKelty likes to pretend she's an adult. Oh my goodness. What else happened in this episode? I did like Mary's self-reflection because she was like, where would I be right now if I had a 10 or a 15-year-old if I went through with that pregnancy? And she's like, I would be right where Janelle and Christine are, being iced out with a kid. And I love that she said Leon. You notice that you caught that when she referred
Yeah.
to Mariah? She said Leon. I
Yep.
loved it. Um, did you see how shady production was naming the clips Christine's Jealousy 2012 or something like that, or 2021? They were naming these clips that they were showing us. Let's see. Um, Oh, yeah. Christine comments that when a new wife comes in, she's the new thing and more attention is going to be paid to her. However, this started a rotation that never changed and it always went towards Robin. Robin replies that she says that she realized recently that maybe they had gone through so much together in their lives that they weren't as open to it as she was. um that maybe they had to go through their own pain. I don't know why she's always trying to psychoanalyze this group. Anyway, Christine says that she knew from Vegas that Robin and Cody had something special that she didn't have with Cody. She knew that he was getting closer to her and her kids, and to Robin's kids, and further away from Christine's kids. That's when we saw the clip of Christine apologizing to Robin and Robin milking it. Let's see. Christine wanted to be closer to her, but she couldn't because she couldn't figure out whether Robin wanted to be a part of the family or just be
Mm-hmm.
with Cody. Well, I think we figured that out now.
Right.
Robin then chimes in and says she knows what she wanted and she knows what she did. She knows what she didn't do, and she could go to God and say, I have a clear conscience. Really? I don't know many people who could say that.
Right.
You always have to atone for something when you go to the pearly gates. You have to like go through all your sins and rebuke them, and you don't go sin free. Robin, stop. Then we go through the catfish. Then we go through the family commitment ceremony, and Robin can't watch it. Robin gets up crying and not shedding not one tear and runs away, which is typical of her, just running away from all responsibility and accountability. But whatever. That's it, y'all. Those were the 2 episodes. Let's see. What season does Leon come out as gay? They were in Vegas. They were in Vegas when Leon came out as gay, but don't ask me what season. You're Ryan, you're the smart one in our group. Lena says, I was proud of her. So much growth from when Leon originally came out years ago. Yup. Didn't Christine tell Heather that he wasn't even going over Mary's house and Cody was seeing her every 3 days instead of 4? Yes. Yeah. He had cut Mary out of the rotation completely.
Oh yeah.
Because
In my
that's when
opinion,
they
he
was
cut,
in the cul-de-sac and they knew exactly where he was.
once he melted that ring, Mary was dust.
Mm-hmm. Robin pretending to be a saint and a psychologist in this episode had me cackling. Girl, God already knows what you did. And you and he will not be meeting face to face. You'll be meeting the other guy. Oh my God. Y'all a mess. Okay, so Lisa, thank you so much. I really am glad I got to be here live and not watch it as a rerun for once. You all have a wonderful evening. You too, Lisa. Thank you for joining us. Um, I think that's it. Those were all my notes for the second episode. We've run through everything. You guys have been awesome today. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Give us a thumbs up. Um I agree with you. I agree with you. No untruths told, my girl. I agree with you. I agree with you. Cody refuses to watch. Yeah, that's coming up. He's gonna show his whole entire ass acting up with these production people. And dock his pay. That's all I gotta say. Dock his pay. You signed up to talk, so you have to talk. Cody refuses to watch the Janelle fight next episode. You know, it's just ridiculous. When did he talk about it? He must not have said anything I was interested in. Anywho, guys, tomorrow we're gonna be doing Tammy and Amy, 1,000 Pound Sisters. I really enjoyed this episode. Who knew that I'd like the side characters better than the two leads? But I'm loving it. Bring your notes, and we'll meet back here tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. And wait, what are y'all in here talking about? I can't wait. Fire him. He ain't doing his job anyway.
Fire him. I love it.
Oh
Fire
my
him.
god. What are they paying him for? I'm fucking confused. Yes. And then Steven said, I want to watch the surveillance camera footage from what doesn't air. Yes.
I'm with you on that one.
Mm-hmm. But you know, he really was proud of himself in 2 points of this season. One where he was calling Christina mean girl at Salsa Brava. He really thought that he was, you know, attacking her. And then this scene where he was attacking Janelle, where he was like breaking the fourth wall and pointing to the camera saying, tell everyone watching, you know, what kind of person you are, or I am, or whatever. And how he disrespected the mother of his children. Like, for him to sit down there while recapping that and sit there and smile and laugh and smirk at how he is verbally and mentally abusing his wives and think that that's something to be proud of. Where are the attorneys? Where are the attorneys? Where's the property surveyor? Where is the forensic accountant? Where is the IRS?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. If only a production assistant could leak the behind the scenes footage. Let me tell you, from what I gather, when he broke the fourth wall and said, tell everybody out there, you know, what this, that, the other, the third, he was hoping that would get cut out, that the scene would be edited out completely. But production is turning on Cody because they're tired of his antics. And I guess they're just tired of Sister Wives, period. And they're just milking this now. And they, as much as he's trying to spin a narrative of his own for him to benefit him and Robin, production is flipping the script. And they are finally telling us or showing us the truth, you know? And I'm sick of his rhetoric that the wives are poisoning the kids against him. He's doing that all on his own. Again, all the wives are saying Cody is responsible for his relationships with his children, and him sitting there waiting for them to call, as he has said in the past. The phone works both ways. Prove that you're an adult and the parent of these children and contact your children. But bitch, they probably have him blocked now. So okay.
Right? I was gonna say they probably got him on block.
Oh my god. I'm loving sneaky production on Cody. Yup. They don't like him. They don't like Robin either. That's why whenever she start crying, you notice that they zoom in so that we can see
Yep.
that not one tear is coming out of her eyes. Thank you very much. Some way it says a lot when Robin come into the family, say you are a couple, you're a couple and you are a couple. Christine says no, we're not, we're a family. Yes, that is true. It said a lot regarding Robin and um her knowledge base of polygamy. Yep. Is his neighbor on production? They need to be with a long range lens. He ain't adult. That's his problem. Yeah, that's true. Hi, honey bunny. Welcome. Ciao. Tracy, you just wish that you had thought about it first, but it's a good idea. Get the neighbor on production. Oh my God. Well, guys, join us tomorrow. Like I said, we're going to be talking about Tammy and Amy. Come and give us a little looky-loo. Bring your notes. I enjoyed the episode. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually liking this season. I am. I don't normally like Thousand Pound Sisters, but I'm liking it this season. I think Tammy growing up a little bit has helped. Okay. All right. So, Jamal, any final thoughts on these two episodes?
No, I mean I've enjoyed them because production just does. You can just see production just does not care.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna talk about Tammy and Amy and their impact on each other's progression in their weight loss journey tomorrow, because I see a lot of like problem things. Oh, bless you. All right. So, guys, thank you for joining us today. I know this was a long episode, and thank you for hanging in there with us. We appreciate you. Come back and join us tomorrow. So, until next time, Jamal.
Yeah, of course.
You had to think about that. Oh, my God.
No, I'm just like I just got an email from someone like really.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. Well, let's let Jamal go back and do his job, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.